Hey y'all, it's Kelly Clarkson with Wayfair, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. Picture this. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app when you spot it. A brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's room of choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Is barging into someone's day or messenger inbox the best way to get a yes? Stay tuned and find out.
Welcome.
Okay, here's the question.
You serious?
How are we dark horses? You know, the ones everyone is betting against, the ones they don't expect to win, place, or even show on the track, and they'll even laugh on us when we talk about trying. How do we show the world our greatness and triumph?
Come on.
Well, that's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers.
Let's go.
This is The Dark Horse Entrepreneur. And my name is Tracy Brinkman.
And push it up.
Well, hello, my dark horse friends and family. Welcome back to your daily dose of Avoid Being Rude Learning. I'm your dark horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and you, well, that's infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur or one in the making. Either way, you're here because you're ready to start, restart, kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And that's why I'm here hitting you with yet another daily success episode coming to you straight from the Dark Horse HQ as we dive deep into success with actionable advice, tips, and steps designed to help you level up your game, because as we already know, there are no shortcuts to success except for taking those little steps towards your goal every single day. All right, we've all experienced it, right? You're sitting there, you're cruising your social media, all of a sudden, bing, you get that little, hey, you have a message icon, and you check it out, and it's somebody popping in saying, hey, would you like to buy XYZ, whatever it is, and they just give you their cold pitch. And I don't know, if you're like me, you're probably like, delete, block, right? You can go the extra step. And it's like, why are they doing this? And I think one of the things in the little bit, and I'm not going to say I've done a whole lot of research on this, but from my experience, what most people are taught is that they're taught never to ask that prospect or client if they have a few minutes just to chat, just to engage. I mean, think about it. They're trained to think that that act of politeness can give you as the prospect, or me as the prospect, an escape hatch, right? A way to wiggle out of the conversation, right? But if you think about it, if you're out there trying to market your services, this one act of courtesy, of respect, can go a very, very long way. So I would offer this. Please start the conversation by asking for permission. Get an invitation to start a conversation, right? Give them a choice. Give them a choice instead of playing power games. See, when you do that, when you give them that choice instead of playing those power games, you're showing them that you respect them, that they are valuable, even before they become a client. And if they're shown that a little bit of respect from the start, they're more likely to hang out and stay. And if they're not going to stay, even when you show them that courtesy and respect, then at least you part without any ill will, right? They see you in another room or engage with you later on, they will not have that bad taste in their mouth. So the next time you're about to, make a sales call, or even unscheduled follow-up calls, or send emails, or send that unsolicited Facebook message, or Instagram DM, introduce yourself first. Start by saying, I know you weren't expecting a connection from me. Is now a convenient time to talk? And then I think inside that, even show that you've reviewed who they are. Hey, I saw that you reacted to a Facebook post of mine. I'd like to chat with you some more. Or I saw that you do this or you do that, because you've looked at their Facebook profile and you know that they do this or do that. Those simple questions, those simple opening engagements can open doors, right? And might help keep you from being labeled a nuisance. So I think one of the most important things in this lesson here is to be interested instead of being interesting. So if you go out there, just say, hey, I'm so cool. Check out my story and what I have to offer you. That's being interesting. And some people will go for that, and that's cool, right? But for the masses, be interested in them. Take a minute, review their profile, check them out. What have they been digging into? Have they reacted to your post, right? And engage with that. Say, hey, I'm interested in your opinion in that. And the response you gave to this post I did, I'd like to chat with you some more about that, and be interested in them. And as you engage in that conversation, as you're interested and you find that there are ways you can help them, then ask for that permission to step into a conversation. I think Zig Ziglar probably said it best so long ago when I used to go see him at all the conferences out there. He says, every sale has 5 obstacles: no need, no money, no hurry, no desire, and no trust. Well, if you do this, avoid this whole being rude factor, you've kind of overcome the no trust factor, or at least you've put a dent in it. And as you engage in that conversation, you could see whether they have a need or a desire for something that you have to offer them. And then if there's no need, no desire, well, don't bother pitching it to them, right? Because you're like, all right, well, they don't need it right now. They don't want it right now. And if they're interested in you, they may check and see what it is you do via your Facebook profile or whatever platform that you guys are engaging on. And they may see and go, oh, okay. And they may ask you, and then you can share then, while they still may not have that need or current desire, right? Or maybe they just don't need it right now, that no hurry. But at least they'll know about you. And if someone comes across their path into their sphere of influence, and then they can turn them to you, say, oh yeah, I just happened to meet Tracy, and he does this too. He does that business coaching, entrepreneurial thing. Go check him out. He was just talking to me about it, right? And that good taste in their mouth from the engagement, that non-pushy, respectful, courteous engagement will help overcome some of the things. And if in the conversation you do find out they have a need, but there's no hurry and no money, well, you can now nurture that relationship until they are ready. And if they have that need, this is a great opportunity to I think inquire, because you always want to keep your finger on the pulse of your potential prospect, of your core tribe, right, of your audience, to see what it is that's going on in their world. Okay, so you can't buy right now, but do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions? I'm really interested in your opinion on XYZ, right? And then you can get more valuable, call it market data, direct from the source that can help you improve your product, your services, and your offering, even the free content you give out to your potential prospects, clients, and tribe. All right, man, it's been quite a ride. I've been at this now for the Dark Horse Entrepreneur for 5 months. I launched the Dark Horse Entrepreneur on July 27th of 2020, and here we are, episode 100. I've been lucky enough to interview some amazing entrepreneurs out there. Some of those folks are well in advance of me. Some are just a little further than I am, and I'm hot on their heels. Some of them are a little behind me, and it's been quite an adventure so far, and I'm looking forward to sharing many, many more episodes as we go into 2021. Actually, it'll be episode 102 that 2021 hits. And if you have any thoughts on what you'd like to hear more about here, shoot me an email, tracy@darkhorseschooling.com, or as you always hear me talk about, come on over to the Dark Horse Tribe Facebook group. You can go to Facebook, and then in the search bar there, put in Dark Horse Tribe, and you should see us right there at the top, Success Secrets for Driven Entrepreneurs. And if that doesn't work for you, go onto your favorite web browser, go to darkhorseschooling.com/Dark Horse Tribe, all one word. That should take you right there, and I look forward to meeting you and engaging with you on a more intimate level in the Facebook group. All right, so tomorrow, the last episode of 2020. It's going to be episode 101, y'all. It's going to be about the 8 ways to lose in business. You're not going to want to miss this one. All right, I know you want to keep getting all these daily tips, so be sure you go on down there and mash that subscribe button, right? Leave us a 5-star rating. Share some kind words in the review. When you leave those 5-star ratings and those reviews, that helps lift us up in the rankings to expose us to more folks that I think would get benefit from this. Hey, and then on that same note, be sure not to keep all this entrepreneurial GOLD all to yourself. Be sure to share this podcast with those entrepreneurs and business owners out there that you know would get benefit from it. All right, you get out there, you run your race, you get your results, and be sure to let me hear about them. Go on over to the Facebook or email me. Until tomorrow, think successfully and take action.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.